The first day of the new year is a signal of new beginnings and fresh hopes. New Year's Day is almost inherently a day of optimism as we look forward to the promise of progress, advancement, development, and a future built upon lessons learned during the outgoing year. For the whole world, the past 2 years have been dominated by a pandemic, which continues to vex mankind and to reveal the best and worst elements of humanity. We find ourselves, as citizens of the global community, in the midst of an ever-astonishing struggle between those who embrace the facts of the situation and those who adamantly refuse to. We watch with dismay as large segments of the population retreat into a dark and depraved world of willful ignorance and bizarre conspiracy theories, and we become increasingly frustrated with them, perhaps, for extending the life of this global plague unnecessarily through their strident rejection of science, facts, and medicine. We wonder what can be done when madness or selfishness abound to such an alarming extent, and when so many dark forces unite, poised to wage war against the advancement of civilization itself. We will, most of us, recall a time not so very long ago at all, in fact, when it seemed to us that humanity was marching arm in arm together into the future, united, optimistic, and excited about the changes the future promised to bring. So convinced were we that a new day was dawning, in fact, that we find ourselves in this moment a bit blindsided, I think, rather as if somebody has pulled the rug out from under us, robbing us of our promised utopia, and replacing it instead with some kind of a strange, disorienting hell. Nevertheless, on New Year's Day, we find ourselves and our sense of optimism re-energized, because we know in which direction we were heading, forward, and we are aware of the capabilities we have to find our way ahead once more. Those of us who have it written into our DNA to look and to move forward, therefore, must advance. We must continue forward, in spite of those confused brothers and sisters of ours who are forever sounding the retreat. As they, for some unfathomable reason, rush backwards into the dark ages, you and I must ignore them and press on undaunted, ever forward, ever upward, to new places, to new heights, and to a bright new tomorrow. In this hour, the future of human civilization depends upon our refusal to be dragged backwards and downwards. We must look ahead to the sunrise on the horizon and continue our march into the light. This new year, the year 2022, is a very special year for the Kingdom of Great Hanover. This year, a year in which the Queen of the United Kingdom becomes the first Platinum Jubilarian ever to grace that throne, we mark 20 years of the Hanoverian story. In this 20th anniversary year, we may rejoice in the fact that we have at least resumed Hanover's march into the future. We have restored her monarchy, her government, her parliament, and indeed her very community. Moreover, we have rescued her remarkable story, and have it now within our ability to continue to write new chapters. Hanover, dear friends, is on the move. I wish each and all of you success and a renewed sense of purpose as we commence this milestone year, and I urge you to keep moving forward, to look ahead without turning back, to leave the past behind, to ascend higher, and to embrace with courage and confidence the promises of tomorrow.